I don't always like videos, but when I do, I always prefer Road Dog Crypto. Trade wisely, my friends.
Ragged soul dancing neath the voodoo moon. Crypto siren whale spinning my tune. High on the rush, a devil's delight. Crashing like a freight train, bleeding the night. Voodoo crypto screaming my name. Wildfire heart, fueling the flame. Draw the line, hold the voodoo tight. Rising from the ashes on the fight. Oh, voodoo crypto. Scream in the wild, lost in the haze. Greed's cold kiss, burning my days. Anchor the fall with the rebel's glare. Turn the storm to gold, breathe in the air. Voodoo crypto, screaming my name. Wildfire heart, fueling the flame. Draw the line, hold the voodoo tight. Rising from the ashes on the fight. Oh, voodoo crypto. Tears in the rain, I'm breaking the chain. Soul's redemption, dancing through pain. Voodoo crypto, screaming my name. Wildfire heart, fueling the flame. Draw the line, hold the voodoo tight. Rising from the ashes on the fight. Oh, voodoo crypto. Voodoo crypto. Oh, voodoo crypto. Ragged wings, my endless trip. Oh, voodoo crypto. I'm flying the sky. Shadows stretch where the silence breaks. Whispers twist through the faded stakes. I'm a stranger lost in the fall, dragging chains through the endless sprawl. Market ashes burning my soul. Rising dust taking its toll. Set my line, but it slips away. Creeping slow on this weary play. Oh, market
Looks like those farts smell like wildflowers.
echoes howl where the hope runs thin. Ashes choke, wearing down my skin. Hold the mark, turn the tide to gray. Still I linger, lost in the sway. Market ashes burning my soul. Rising dust taking its toll. Set my line, now I grip the fight. Neon fades in the
Yes, 1, 2, 1, 2. How's that? Is that one good? You know, son, you don't have to actually do that every time that you test the microphone. What, this right here? Well, how do you do it?
Just a simple test is all you need to do.
Oh, what? Ain't no fun in that. I like to hawk a loogie sometimes just to test them out.
You are so disgusting.
Just pulse with the rhythm so sweet. Candle sky, keep it 2%. Risky game, I hold my steady line. Stop loss, lock secures my shine. No rush, no fear, I set the tone. Noise fades out, I claim my throne. Seduction calls, I stay in command. Calculated art, let the lesson land. Step into calculated art, rule the play. Risk stays low, watch profit sway. No greed, no fall, feel the beat ignite. Calculated art, rise to shine.
Please join me for the ceremony of the cowbell. It's when we pick up a cowbell and we ring it and we call it good. Ringing of the cowbell, pure and simple.
I was waiting to play with my dingoling and you skipped that part. That's my favorite part, is to play with my dingoling.
You're a weirdo. I'm about to ban you.
You can't ban me for my own job.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself. We are getting ready to transition over to the turkey. Looks like the fentanyl is wearing off and he's now awake after the surgery. Transitioned over to a turkey.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you very much.
Hey, this building's on fire. What the hell? This building's on fire. And we got aliens. Ain't nothing new. All right. Welcome everyone to Late Night Crypto with Road Dog. Let me get myself all situated here, make sure I can hear myself and we're speaking loudly enough and not too clumsily. So, yeah, this last few hours with all this stuff going on in the world, which goes on in the world, pulling prices down just a wee bit. We don't knock that, but hey, what can we do about it? We can only control what we can control, which is pretty much our stop losses and risk factors as best that we can. That's all we have control of. We can't control if price goes up, but it's nothing out of the ordinary than, I mean, normal market structure. It's kind of weird how that happens. Like when something happens, the TA doesn't like suddenly flip out and do something different. It shows signs ahead of time, believe it or not. The triple top pattern there, or head and shoulders, if you want to try to look at it that way. Both of them saying, hey man, I'm going to dump on you, and breaking the trend line. That's always a thing. And as far as market structure here, from where we were down here earlier today before all this stuff came out, as far as I know, right? Or this is 6-minute chart. This is before this evening. When we actually started getting our run after our sideways weekend, we got our 3 hump structure there, and then our dump, or if you like to look at it in Elliott wave terms, it's like a 5 wave, a 1, 2, however he wants to count it. He counts them weird sometimes. I would have counted this one here as a fresh start, but no, he wants to come over here, so whatever, I don't know. He's Elliott wave, so he does it his way. But we got our fifth wave up and then ABC correction, and Elliott thinks that we can even come all the way back down to where we were before, and I kind of agree. I've got a trend line thing going on here, so I'm hoping it doesn't come all the way down here, but if it does, as long as we don't go lower than this one, number 2 right there, we don't want to go below number 2. It gets nasty down there. Yeah, they don't clean their sewage out too, but no number 2s. We don't go anywhere near the number 2, okay? We can step around the number 1, but that number 2 stuff starts piling up, and whoo, no, it starts going south from there. So we turn Elliott off. We got some new music out today, releasing a little here and there. Thinking about putting together a genre album just for kicks. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll come over and say hello to the chat here, but before I do, nay, I say before I forget, I'm going to throw up this little marker here that says request, and then I'm going to look there for a coin request, and we will check those out after we come back and take a look at Bitcoin and a few of the indices to kind of figure out what's going on in the market. Right now, I can tell you here on the 6 minute, I mean, there's nothing horrible going on here other than a normal correction. So, you know, hey, bad news, let's crash the market and take these people's money, honey. That's kind of the game plan that we got going on. That's what market makers are thinking. They're mostly computer programs, but hey, they're ran by some they're ran from some people. They got some very lucrative deals with these exchanges here, and not bad. It's hard for them to lose. Look at you altcoins, just all confused, not knowing whether you want to go up or down. It's safe to poke your head out. This one did pretty good today. She ran up to 1570 there, getting a nice little pullback. So I have been mentioning last night's stream and this and that we can probably get up so far and then signs look like we would have trouble, and that's what's going on chart wise. I don't know what's going on in the world wise to make chart wise happen that way, or I don't think it does. It just reflects what's going on in the world automatically some kind of weird ass way. I don't know. But anyway, we put up the warnings, take your profits. I kept saying, I mean, I mentioned that. And I need to hear it. You need to hear it. My strategies are kind of cool. I'm just kind of chilling out right now. I'm just waiting for any kind of nice come downs. But was running over that we were at an area to get some rejection at total 3. It's like, hey man, this is probably a good place to take profit. We can get above it. Hey, that's cool too. But this is an area probably want to get paid. And sure enough, I guess that's shortly after is probably where we dumped. I haven't really noticed. Let's come over. Yep. So we went right up to it, tapped it. This is part of the show where I have to do this for the algorithm because all the vanity YouTubers have kind of ruined it for us. So we have to do this to compete in this space. So I'm so sorry that I have to put you through this right now at this present moment. But we've got to do this for the YouTube algorithm if we ever want this channel to grow. And that's where I got to put this little thing over here that I should have already had ready, but I don't. But it's just this little vanity thing called nailed it. We got to make sound effects and clap and why aren't you in my group? You should pay me. Oh wait. This would be a perfect. I never thought about doing this. Yeah, if you're not paying me like $2,500 a month, what's wrong with you? You don't know? You can't figure out this market? I can figure it out. Come hang out with me. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So we got that out of the way, and all right. So it's just a 618 fib, everybody, for real. This kind of normally happens at those guys. It just kind of did what it normally does. I can't really take credit for it, but I will for YouTube. Yes, it was all me, YouTube. All right. So, all right, we got all that out of the way. Hopefully the algorithm picked all that up. The AI is helping my channel grow at the moment. Man, I'm out of breath from that. Gosh darn it. I gotta practice all this flexing. All this flexing wore me out. That's too much. That's too. I can't. We could have just skipped over all that, and I wouldn't be winded at all. Ego just takes too much effort. Too much effort for vanity and ego. But anyway, even here on the tiny 6 minute, we still got some bullish things going on here with that momentum. You see that little flip here of all these moving averages and stuff? That's pretty kind of cool. That ain't about to flip over too soon, but it might. I mean, I'll talk both sides of your mouth. This side, and this side, and in the middle. I think it's got a good chance to kind of straighten itself out until maybe we see some other signs of different. Right now, we're still in an okay part till we break a trend line. I wouldn't be worried about it. You got that trend line. You got kind of this horizontal thing going on here. Areas to hold support. All these trend lines here. Or moving averages there that can, act as a support area. But that's a tiny time frame. Perhaps we should zoom out because that's always the smartest thing to do. Hey, did you kids? We were on Total 3. That was Total 3. That wasn't Bitcoin. Did you kids notice that we got this little green dot that printed over here on Total 3? It's been confirmed. That's cool. Sucks we're in the middle of this green cloud, which means it's still turbulent. So that's perfect for all the bull crap that we got going on, that we can have some ups and downs through here. Oscillate, if you will. What does that say? What does that say if Total 3 is going to oscillate? Ups and downs for altcoins. What does that mean? You're probably in some kind of range area. Might be able to play that to your advantage. I'm just saying, make sure you take some profits. Try to buy lower. Might do it at a time or two. I don't know. We are in the summer for these altcoins, and while they're trying to turn around, they're just getting the first steps here, man. They're just getting their first claws into the market here, right? It takes a little while. Little ups and little downs. This is a good time to slowly build your bag, I think, in my personal opinion. Just be sensible. I think you got some time with altcoins, I believe. From what I can tell at this present moment, over these next couple of weeks, you should have a couple of, some good opportunities to scoop up the little rangies. But ultimately, things look to be trying to turn around, and I want to see altcoins start heading up here to make a higher high. That will be the fun day. That will be one of the bigger get paid days. All likes it. May come over to the chat. I thought we were supposed to do that minutes ago. I got sidetracked. Squirrel! 18 people hanging out. How you doing, 18 people? We're on top chat. Let's go over here. We got Avi Medina first and Frisky. Cowbell for world peace. Yeah! Tractor Supply, baby. Yes! We got Soul. Bullish on Parade. I'm third. Duality C. Melis Williams. In the background, you hear one of my latest singles. I want to crank it up for a minute. It's called Degens, Nasty Moon. For your Degens who like it nasty. I can picture you skating around the skating ring holding hands right now. Degen Jesse's move, man, that's my jam. Won't skate. Perfect. Kelly, how's it going? Glittery Marshmallow 1981. Throwing out the sweet smelling gas. Elijah Haddock. Hey, glad to have you here, my friend. Welcome to the stream. My crypto is late, says Ave. Ave has wise words for you guys. If you enjoy the music, it is available on Spotify, Apple Music. Also, even here on YouTube, every time I officially release a single, it goes onto the Road Dog Crypto Topics channel. And let me come over here. Joe, this trade, I don't see him tonight. Oh, there, he just popped up. I just saw him. Joe's fellow YouTuber. He also has a topics channel because he does crypto music too. And you just type our names, then you add topic, and it takes you to a whole new thing. Now, we don't have control over these things. That's done by the YouTube and whatever, the distributor agreement. But kindly appreciate you if you wouldn't mind giving both me and Joe a subscribe there and go check out our topics. And then also, Road Dog Crypto topic. And that is it with the latest ones I put out. And there it is, Degens Nasty Mood. Degens Nasty Mood. And then one released today called Bitcoin is My Bestie. All right, so that's enough of self-shilling there. Just notice it on total 3 after we were talking about it. Look what it just did. It just gave us a red dot there. Now don't freak out. It hasn't confirmed. It can disappear just as easy as it shows up when they first pop up. But it is something saying, hey man, watch out for these altcoins. Something's up. That's what it says. So we want to pay attention now to the smaller time frames because it's telling us the gaseous green cloud is giving us some trouble. So altcoins will probably get scared and run with their tail between their legs because that's what altcoins do if you haven't noticed. Here on the 4 hour, also getting the big old red dot of death. It's not really, but it sounded good in the context. Don't mean to scare you. Don't get scared. Don't get scared, people. We're still doing okay. I mean, we could be doing better for sure, but this is when we need to zoom out. Always zoom out. Follow cross action. I know we got our little juicy lines and trend lines and things like that, but sometimes you got to zoom out and get the bigger trend line. And would it be so bad if we fell about another, I don't know, $10 billion? I mean, it happens all the freaking time, people. We're probably used to it by now. Can we catch some support down here? Will we come back and talk to Miss Lucy a little bit lower? That would be sneaky, Miss Lucy. I wouldn't put it past you. You are beneath the 800 moving average, so you are on the table for discussion. We just won't want to make any lower lows, and preferably, well, I don't want to make any lower lows at all of any of these because that would break a trend line that we've been working on here. But this major area, we don't want to lose any of these guys, but it's okay. This is kind of normal behavior for this, if we're looking at this as a, well, it doesn't look as clear over here, does it? A megaphone-ish kind of pattern. Opening, broadening patterns. We look for points where they get a partial decline. That's where prices come down and levels out about an area, kind of finds some horizontal support, and that's usually the first sign that we see before it does its breakout. And so we've got that going on for quite a while, but that's good that we're holding this, and we've been making higher lows and not making any more lower lows. So therefore we are in partial decline mode, and over the next few days we might break out. Maybe they will come out with some kind of news. I don't know. Maybe there will just be, who knows what's going to happen with world events. All we can do is read the charts and act accordingly and just try to keep our emotions and everything out of it. The charts will tell us. It will be showing up in the charts because the smart money is going to start selling before anybody else does. We'll see it. We will see it. The money always speaks first. The money always speaks first. Follow the money. The charts will tell us. Oh my God, he's getting freaky. Let's go back to the chat. Get me on track, people. I'm chasing squirrels here. There's a submit your coin request. MG Motorsports. How's it going? Meet Damien. How's it going? Meet Damien is also a fellow YouTuber. Says, I love the hottie in the thumbnail. Do you have her contact information? I want to say hi to her. Oh, if only she were real. I think AI is about to make our life really, really weird. Meet Damien, also a fellow YouTuber. Let's give him a adequate shout out here. What? This should be over here. After I can get you. I know I'm subscribed, dude. Let's try that one more time. Make it one word. So one word. Yeah, I knew. Why are you over here? So meet Damien's channel. And let's see if we can do this. I should have done that with Joe, but I didn't think about it. Copy a clean link and we'll put that over here into our chat. fellow YouTubers sharing the good news about crypto and TA and making it in this market. And 346 subscribers, and I think some of you guys can help him out. I know not a whole bunch of you people, but we're a growing community, and that's what we're here for. And this is what you need. You need a variety of people to follow in the space that are out there trying to give you the alpha and not trying to take your money from you. Not trying to sell you a dream that they haven't, actually put into practice. Sharing with you what's working for them, just giving you ideas, sharing you ways, giving you the real deal, right? And always coming out here, look what I won today. Look at this. Look at that. I'm getting in your Rolex. Oh, look how wonderful I am. You need realness in your life. And there's so many other YouTubers out here that have that to offer. Just got to dig around. And you find what works, what resonates with you, because you may not like everything that I have, may not agree with everything that I have. A different way, a little different way to work at the market. This is a big smorgasbord, and you're finding little pieces to put together to make your own little system, your own little thing, and you're free to borrow from anything that I share. All right, shout out to Damien. Go give him a like, subscribe, and a follow. So we didn't look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's dropping to 107. Oh my God, the world is over. It's over. Could it be? So it finally got up to these areas, man. You finally hit 107. Thank God. I've been begging for it for a freaking week ever since we were over here. What is that? The 13th? Why is not okay? Why does it seem so long? Why does it seem so long? Anyway, and we got a little bit more about 108.9. Is it normal? Is this anything scary? Should we be afraid? Should we be afraid? Do you know historically, whenever there is an attack or a war and the markets crash, that look at that perfect 786 rejection, baby, that's textbook. This is going right according to plan. Damn. You can't top that. When price action does what price action is supposed to do, or follows the guidelines, it doesn't just spat out. We're chill, baby. We good. This is all part of God's plan right here. Everything will work out. Everything will work out. But when historically that there are invasions and wars and the markets crash, for those who have dry powder and deploy it, it's been a very profitable thing. And it's kind of like the same thing back in COVID when it hit. Same deal, that big old crash. If you'd bought, if you had the money to buy, yeah, if you didn't, you suffer through the woulda, coulda, shouldas, right? But those that did and were prepared, and there are people who prepare early for that. That's where we are trying to get to be, right? We're trying to be where we are very prepared for the next one, right? We got a big old pile of cash. I'm not there yet. I keep liking to put my cash in the market too much. I need to start buying some stable coins. What I need to start. That should be my next big hold, really, a stable coin. As the markets Bitcoin goes up and altcoins start feeling a little bit better. I want to start buying me some stable coin. I want a big old bag of stable coin. So that when we do have that next crash, and there's going to be more. There's going to be more. And I would say probably within the next 6 to 8 weeks, we can probably experience some down dumps. So I would kind of get prepared for those scenarios where Bitcoin could be back down to 100,000 and test it. I don't know. I mean, things can smooth out for a few weeks, and then somebody does something stupid over in the Middle East or something, or whatever other situation, whatever it takes for market makers to say, hey, are we selling? Yeah, let's dump on them. Anything that gives them a reason to dump. And for everybody else to get scared and start selling and have butterfingers, and that's when all the knives start falling. And if you got the dry powder, you can catch some. You can be a knife catcher on those days. And it actually historically kind of pays out when we get those big, scary drops. Or you can just sit in cash and just wait until you get signs of recovery. That would be the kind of the more conservative thing to do. So we bounced, or we got rejected at 786. Well, that normally happens. And to me, I can now look, well, we had a bottom here and we established a nice little bottom there, and I'm pretty well solid with this trend line we got here. So if we do come down, I would expect this trend line to give us some good support here. So might we just come back to 105, 106 if we do it all. I mean, the DA over here, the moving averages, from what I've got with the 100 and the 21 being below the 200, makes sense that we'd probably come and talk to them when that's at that same area. I mean, that's what that strategy tells me, so it's no surprise. And actually, it's having trouble doing it, and I'm kind of thinking, well, that's kind of bullish. Maybe I'll just go ahead and pull this up, get a bullish cross. Trump will say something, and, you know, I don't know, something will change, and we'll be okay for a little bit, and, you know, and then something will be not okay, and then we'll crash for a little bit. And but to me, as long as I'm playing my little Fibonacci's and my strategy, and it seems to be going along with it, I'm not going to freak out about it. We know, I mean, overall we're still healthy. There's a lot of, it takes a lot of movements down to invalidate us for any big thing, and any crashes down can be viewed as a gift, especially when it comes to Bitcoin. Of course, it would suck for the altcoins though, right? That's the bad thing, the altcoins. They out altcoins here, but they're showing some good signs too. They're not horrible. And I'm looking here at total 3, and I'm going to clear, well, I want to take some of this stuff off so we can see it a little bit better. I was looking local there, but we really need to zoom out. So we had that. Look, it's the same thing. This is just part of our normal correction, for real. And we can turn Elliot on. I'm sure he's going to say an ABC correction right there too, right? Oh, you suck, Elliot. Hey, you're looking too big. I'm talking about this one here, Elliot. I can't zoom him in. But you got your 1, 2, 3, or depending on how you want to count it. This could be your 3, 5, 4, 5. 2 different variations to look for it, where you still got a 5 wave and an A, B, C, and there could be some more down, or this could be a. Oh gosh, now we're going to, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to sit here and go to the, it could be this, or it could be this, or it could, I'm not doing it, Elliot. That's why we don't do Elliot wave. I almost fell for it. I'm so sorry. Let's not go down that rabbit hole. It's just, no. We might go down a little bit more. We might not. I'm looking at this dotted trend line. That's the one that I've been going with, that we've been holding so far. We still got a higher low. I ain't scared yet until I see something different. I know we're in a big green cloud, but hey man, the 200 moving average is up there calling our name, saying, come on, the water's good. So I'm trying to see if we can get on up there. All I know, it's going to be shaky for quite a while, and so when we come up here, I'm getting paid, and when we come down here, I'm buying more, and when we come up here, I'm getting paid again, and if we come down here again, I'm going to buy some more, and if we come up here, I'm going to get paid. Even if we keep on coming, I'll still get paid. That's my game plan. Cross my fingers I can execute it as well as that I'm talking about. That is the game plan, though. Might be setting up for a bullish cross. Depends. We need a big jump here come soon, though. Come on now, you can do it. I think you can. Come on, baby. Anyway. Oh, look here on the 1 hour. We already got a green candle. Isn't that nice? Nice change from all those little red candles from so many of the past 4 or 5 hours. The Ichimoku cloud giving us some hope here on the 1 hour. I'm giving us some hope right now. We're looking good. We're okay. We're okay so far. Okay. Nothing to freak out about yet. Just a little pullback, baby. Just a little pullback. Even on the 1 hour, moving averages are telling us total 3 is okay. So far, okay. I just feel like there's a lot of fear in the market right now. And it's good to be vigilant and stay abreast of it, but you don't need to get too fearful too soon, or else you're going to do something stupid like sell too early and freak out. 2K mini petty club. There's OG1. How's it going? Answer me. How's it going? Forgot to set a stop loss on one of my trades. I had a few and oh no. I'm very transparent. It hurts and not fun to talk about. Just need to confirm stop losses on all. It does happen. It does happen. And you know what? You gotta recognize it's a good thing to own it. It sucks. It sucks. It's happened to me. It's happened to me more than I want to admit. I'm still building up my account. And the little tiny account that I had, oh man, that one got obliterated. And it's hard to grow a tiny account. Now the reason it's hard to grow a tiny account, it's good practice though, because that'll really hone your skill. It's also different. It's also difficult if you got a bunch of other stuff going on and you're trying to build a tiny account, and so you don't pay as much attention to that tiny account. Therefore, it's hard, made it a lot more harder to keep up with. It's never on the forefront of your mind. And that kind of happened to me with my tiny account. Not making excuses, but It happens. You can forget to set stop losses. Sometimes I've even set them and have them not hit, but I think the exchanges will work with you on that. But there are a lot of, and we got ample evidence to prove it, of gurus out here that they don't let you know when they lose, or if they do, they're sweeping it under the rug or just dismissing it like it's nothing. Oh, that's nothing. I got plenty of money. I don't need that. I mean, we're not supposed to have attitude. We're supposed to be like. Protect that purse and not just, oh, that's nothing. We should be looking at why did we lose. That's why the journaling thing is supposed to be helpful. I say supposed to be because I don't actively do it. I do have a new journal. I don't have it out here though. That I'm working on, and I'm trying to develop that habit because I know it will be very helpful to open my eyes to a lot of things, little things I might need to tweak on. Lady Marshmallow said, preacher said, if you're scared, go to church. Amen, sister. The Dusty Hunt, if I lose any more, I may have to quit cold turkey. Oh, no. Well, I hope not. Well, when it comes to altcoins, I mean, it's really tricky to be trying to trade them right now. I mean, I'm talking about the leverage and futures trades and all that, the most popular trades for them. That's where I think you're going to find the most risk for them. But now, if you got some spot plays, I mean, some of these altcoins are at some juicy prices to where in a few months from now, if you're spot trading and just collecting a bag, you want to do like a midterm hold and all that stuff, you're going to make some bank. You're going to make some bank. And that would be the wisest and safest place, in my personal opinion. Yeah. If you're mostly just leverage trading, you're missing the point. For one, you got to have Bitcoin. That's your main focus. And then we start moving to the altcoins, the bigger ones, and on down to the smaller ones. Remember, it's going to be the bigger ones, the layer ones are going to move before all the small ones are. I mean, you'll get some action out of the smaller ones, but I mean the real, because the money trickles down. That's what makes all the little levels move. The layer ones and all the bigger, the major ones, they start running first, then people take their profits and put them to something a little bit more risky, mid caps. It trickles down. It's a trickle down, rolling downhill effect. So if you do focus mostly on the small caps and all the little, I mean, you can find some great deals right now, like these. We found some little, degen coins to go into, those risky, they're just a few $1 million market cap and stuff like that. They look like they might have promise. No, but that'd be. I looked at, I'm just taking a little here and there on those things. I'm not trying to trade them and play them and do that. I'm just collecting some of them suckers for later. Because as that money starts rolling downhill, that little $5 million market cap is gradually going to come up, and I don't know if that's going to turn into a 50 or a $500 million market cap or a $1 billion market cap, and then look at the exponential growth you can do that. We're just feeding it a little bit. So those ideas on the spot, you can make some big gains. You just gotta be patient. But it's the leverage stuff, and then we gotta start learning about liquidation levels and this and that. But the DCA spot people, man, that's a proven winning strategy right there. I'm sorry, that's one of the best, and it takes a lot of the risk. And you look at the DCA and you say, no, I want to do something better. That's just no. But consider it versus the trader. I mean, with DCA, you just got your normal drawdown, and you're gradually riding the wave of the market. As a trader, you've also got losses, emotions, all this stuff that's coming in. You don't have that with DCA. You don't have to worry about that with DCA. Not if you're doing it right. It's a good way to do it and do crypto right. So I would never knock spot. Me, Damien, hey! Thanks for the shout out. No problem, my man. There is nothing wrong with a little coalition of small YouTube channels. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. It doesn't happen often. I normally say stop loss before I said trade. Don't know how I forgot, man. That loss hurt. Tried to save the trade, but I had it more than it. That's our first instinct, man. But whew, rarely does it. Sometimes it does. But most of the time it doesn't. And I've fought with that little demon a lot too. That's last summer. That's what got me during all that altcoin come down. And yeah, I'm still feeling from that. That hurt, seeing all that stuff come down and trying to get all that back. And and what's worse, even when most of it come back in December, I didn't make the right decision then either. So nobody plays this market perfectly. But it is good to get the ideas and the strategies and the plans out there. The problem is in the psychology and the execution. And that's the biggest thing we all have to work on. Kelly says AVAX. And that's just keeping it real. Always got to keep it real. I don't know. I don't think I would want to be in part of a community where somebody is just there and they do it perfect. Everything is perfect. They never make a single mistake, or it's a tiny little mistake, and then and they're always looking down on you. It's like, well, you should have done this. You should have done. Why didn't? Because I did. Look what you should be more like me. We don't need any of that crap, man. You need realness. Because those ones that are spouting out all of that, and they lying through their teeth, or they hiding crap. You just gotta keep your eyes open, and you will find it, and you will see it. We're bouncing. We need to. So I don't know, but it sounds like some stuff is light. Well, I mean, the market there seems to be room for the market to kind of, I guess, bounce back or relax a little bit. Has there been any tweets or any other news that come out? I haven't really checked. Obviously, just keep your head up. MG Motorsport says, I'm just playing in spot at the moment. That's the smart move. Just DCAing on a daily basis. There you go, my man. 29.6% in profit on $1 a day BTC DCH. That sounds interesting. Hey, so I just feel like there's a general thought with most of us in crypto that Bitcoin is too expensive and too hard to collect and build up a bag of it or anything like that. But if you feel that way, and I know it can be intimidating, especially see people that's already got multiple Bitcoins and this and that, especially if they're the kind that want to flex and all this, and it can end up being a little discouraging, even though say, but I'm trying to motivate you. Come on now. You don't remember what it was like, do you? You don't remember. But all the little bit that you get, I mean, man, whatever. Those little crumbs of Bitcoin add up. And I've shared this before, but one way that I'm earning Bitcoin to help make up for the Bitcoin that I haven't been able to hold on to is Stacks, SDX, block stacks. And there's some other things I think do something similar, but what I found about this, and it's 65 cents, right? And it seems like it was somewhere around 30 at one point, like not very long, but 30, 40, something like that. And I think that's where I bought the bulk of it and got it pretty cheap. But you can put it, you can stake it on the X wallet, and you get rewards paid in Bitcoin. It's like every 2 weeks you get this little, it's just like when I had a Bitcoin miner and I was getting, you know, paid out from the pool. And it's like just as good or better than what I earned as with a miner when I just had my little hobby mining machine, which cost a lot more than what the stacks did. But that has been and then there's been airdrops for doing that kind of stuff. There's some ways that you can do this. But even just taking like staking rewards, like you know, I got a lot of stuff going on the Cosmos ecosystem, and I get staking rewards pretty regular over there. I mean, nothing huge, but it's something steady that just trickles in. And at some points over the past few years, there was a point, like one early spring or something, I spent about 2 months just taking all those rewards and buying Bitcoin, and it actually stacked up it started stacking up. And so, and Bitcoin is available on a lot of these chains now, and that's another way that you can do it. But I'm just telling you, every little bit, just a portion of something, your staking rewards or this or that, or maybe taking something like block stacks, because I'm taking $700 into this at the point, and it's worth a lot more than that now, and it's earned more than that in Bitcoin. It is earned more than I paid for in this coin to stake it and do that. Of course, I've had it there for like a good 2 years at least, and it's taken time, but it did. And I'm still like, I'm going to keep buying me some stacks and put over there a little bit as I can. And stacks is one of them. I had a dream about this coin one time, last cycle actually. For some reason, I took it as a sign for me to get into it, and I didn't see much happen with it last cycle, but I've seen the benefit of it this cycle. So there's 1.53 billion total supply, 65 cents. All-time high for this was a year ago. It got to $3.84. Its all-time low was 4 cents, and that was 5 years ago. It hasn't been back there. But there's some benefits for it. It's a layer 2 thing on Bitcoin, which is another good narrative, another good reason to be in on it. Because I think that this one can do more than 384. Because DeFi on Bitcoin is going to be a big thing. On a layer 2, it will. Yeah. So it's not the first time I mentioned that here on the stream, but Bitcoin, you always need to try to stack that Bitcoin, man. For real. You're missing the whole thing. You're missing the whole purpose if you're not trying to get some Bitcoin. MG Motorsport says, I'll make a video on it when I get to 365 days. Currently at 320 days. Oh, cool. I'd be interested to see how that turned out for you. I gotta turn this music down. I think it's... I like using bracket orders. Oh, Dung did jump because it forces you to put a stop loss in at the same time as you put your take profit in as well. And you'll either get stopped out or paid. MG Motorsport says, I've started buying STX as well. You need a minimum of 100 stacks to start staking. I just got to buy another 20 and I can start doing, yeah. That's one decision I'm glad that I did, and it's been rewarding because just doing that, I got some of those NFTs, the Rune NFT, which was worth quite a bit, and I think it's still worth a decent amount now. I don't know, there's been a lot of benefits being early and just doing some of that stuff. Reno says, I'm just crypto traumatized from the November 11th, 2021 top. I fudged up, didn't get out of the chopper in time. That happened to a lot of people. Well, that was really because And then you had BitBoy swearing up and down that everybody was low IQ because he had the scoop from the inside guy, Mr. X. He knew what was going on. We were going to 100,000. That was the big narrative back during that second top 2021. And he had a lot to play with that. It just fell right into that, and I was like, I didn't trust any of that. I didn't trust any of that, but it was still a very powerful narrative. And then Bitcoin was the hot stuff. He's still in jail though, from what I understand. Still there. BitBoy, I don't know the details, but it's something about, I guess, threatening a judge, and the judge said, "Oh yeah, buddy," and now he gets to miss out on the crypto market for I don't know how long. He's been in there since I think March, June, 3 months. I mean, that's a terroristic threat. Every 3 seconds, the sound is cutting out from me very briefly. That happening to anyone else? Is that happening? Let me see if there's anything on my end. Joe says, sound is perfect, refresh page. I want to do this anyway though. Reset my audio device. Make sure I got sound too. So I'm toying with the idea. I don't know when, because it will largely involve me changing my morning schedules. But I would like, my plan is to sometime maybe between, I don't know. God, I can't imagine. Maybe 9 a.m. Maybe 9 a.m. to 10 or something like that. Maybe earlier. I can't believe I would say that. I'd really have to do a change. But I wouldn't mind doing like just a little morning, just trading only stream. And I focus on a small account, maybe something $500, and just only trade it during that show. And actually have a trading journal. Try to use the best practices and like try to play it down and lay it down and live the best practices live on stream. That'd be hard as hell. But that would also be really good practice and a good challenge to do. And just to try to do the rules, execute the rules as best as I can during those times. I'm thinking about that, and we trading basically kind of like day trading or whatever. So they'd be small trades just to last for in an hour, and just to see following the rules and keeping that 2% stop loss. That would be the thing. Having a 2% stop loss that is always, so if I had a $500 account, I'd only be risking $5 on every trade, and keep it that way. Just keep it that 2%, and just go through to try to see, just to document growing the account. Something I've been thinking about, but I got a lot of I'm a night owl, so 9 a.m. is a little bit a challenge sometimes. I'm just saying, unless I stay up all night. Nice little double bottom form in there. It's one of the kinds I like. That little Roman bridge looking thing, that little scallop where it comes down and this one made a higher low. Nice. This is Bitcoin on the 15-minute, coming back at 107.5 FM, your radio station for the hits you love, crypto music. So Bitcoin, I don't know. I think they just want any reason to do anything. We're finding some resistance on this one. It's the 0.5 from this high. Why we got the why? Oh, you're a bigger, okay. And it's also resistance for 618 on the bigger thing. So we gotta get past it, or we're gonna roll over and come down and we can touch these guys down here. We don't want that to happen. 105.766 is on the table, as well as 105.315. if we can't, but we've already got this in, and that's a little clue that, hey, that we could probably do it. We can try. Because we cleared this area already, right? Might come down, test that, and go for it. Big green cloud, a little skinny cloud, a little skinny green cloud. Those are some signals for me that I look for that it can happen. So let's see if it will. Instead of us rolling over and going lower, let's see if we can get us a little 3 humps and then dump, or whatever it's got to do here. I wonder what the fear and greed index is looking like right now. Fear and greed, we're at 53. We're neutral? Kind of figured we were. Of course, it may not have updated. Yesterday was also neutral. Last week was greed. Those poor little altcoins, they're also doing that. Here on the 5-minute chart, I like the 6-minute. It's going to be a little challenge over here. We're getting a little bearish cross there, but still the momentum is good. Chop. So we might make a lower high here on this, so that's what we want to be aware of. Remember, we got rejected at the 618 for total 3. Our altcoins. And oh, look, it's a 0.5. You getting past it? Oh, that's a milestone right there. See, if we don't get past this area, I'm starting to look at these guys. If we do get past this area, I'm not so much looking at these guys anymore. I'm looking at maybe these guys if we want to do something bearish. So I'm kind of taking these guys off the table. If we can kind of come up to the 618 or even a little bit better, that'd be even wonderful. Might be getting a little bit of a V-shaped recovery, but we need to watch very carefully, see what happens here. At this area here. So any altcoins, if you bought any down through here or got into any trades, any futures trades or anything like that, you want to be to make sure that you want to get paid and got everything in order by the time we start getting up to these areas. Oh no! Don't you get rejected there, baby! Don't you do it! Don't you get rejected there! Stop it! Stop it! Please don't. Well, now we gotta look at you sideways. We're not there yet. We can do it. We'll check back with you, baby. We're on the 1 minute. Don't freak out. And she does look bearish, but she's trying. Everybody, close your eyes right now and manifest a Lambo. Lambo. Mine's purple with polka dot stars. Okay. We just gotta keep our goals in. I don't know. Let's boost that algorithm. Let's program those subconscious minds. You better stay out of my subconscious mind. Okay, sounded good. Okay, cool. MG Motorsport says, I like that Eldo Road Dog would be a great learning experience to watch. It'd be a learning experience to actually pull off too, because I don't think I've ever had any of those. All those habits happen all at once, so it would be a good challenge for me too. Oh, don't mean to button theme-based conversations there. Oh, that's interesting. I've learned a lot from you guys. I learned to listen to myself and I feel more comfortable. That's it. That's it. That's where I want you to get to. And that's where it's important for you to get to where you're comfortable listening to your own voice. And then you don't need, I mean, the voices like mine and everybody else and those gurus out there, they're just people there that, oh, he sees what I see. Oh, he doesn't see what I see at all. Or, you know, it's, you know, you just, but even then still, even then, when you watch somebody, you can still be easily influenced. So you gotta be careful. But the more that you learn to trust yourself and your own TA, that's where we want you to get. That's where you want you to get. It's a hard struggle. It's hard to get there, but after you do it so many times and you finally figure out the system that works for you, I'll show you my system. It works for me. So far, if I find something that adds to it or works even better, I'll still share it. I'm on top chat. I gotta change that. And my system has evolved. If you look back when I first started, I was a lot more patterns than I was Fibonacci. And I kept saying, man, I don't know what it is about this 1.27, but that little sucker nails a lot of stuff. So and I had to chase down rabbit holes to find the reason why. And then I found some other stuff, and that was great. So you're always learning and always building what works for you so that you can trust your voice. I lost all the chats that I highlighted. Oh, let's get some coins here. We hadn't looked at any coins. So I got AVAX. I think somebody mentioned that. We got SWE. Yeah, there's the AVAX. Okay, I got SWE and AVAX. What am I listening to? Oops, did I do that? All right, let's take a look at SWE. Is it just me, or when I typed SWE, everything just stopped? That was weird. I don't know what happened there. Let me try that again. SWE. Okay, something's going on here. Okay, let me click over here. SWE. Now we're there. Let's see. Let's go with MEXC. They've got a good chart. I'm going to look at the indicators here on the daily first, just to see what's going on over here. They ain't ready to come up just yet. They trying, but trying. Close. I'd say we're getting closer. Oh, look. Well, it's a shoulder, head, and whoop, it didn't get a shoulder. It just kept on going. So, channel that we were following this trend line and looking for the possibility that it could come up here and do. It doesn't matter. She broke it and came down. Is she going to come on down? Or are we going to take the measure move from this little guy? Oh crap! What was that? The measure move for the channel could take us back down to about 195-ish. So we got that idea. Let me get rid of these guys. We're hoping she would find a little bit of support. So she came down, did her bearish retest of the breakout area, 200 movement average. That's right. She's in the cloud, and that gives me a warning that, you know, maybe she could be coming down to retest. More than likely, I would say this trend line that we got here. Oh, is that the AB equal? Okay, the AB equals CD move is not working out. We have to take that one off the table. I think I was looking for the possibility if it did hold this 382 area. I think that's where that one came from, right? No? That one? Yeah, that ain't happening. Okay, let's take that off right now. We're holding the 0.5 Fibonacci now. Be cool if it does hold, but 100 moving average under there could hold. Support can come in at 268 down here too if it doesn't. And if we start, so what I do, let me take this off. Now I do look at channels, but it's basically I'm always looking at the trend lines, and I do prefer to draw them from bodies to bodies. But however you want to look at it, I can redraw this, and it's probably going to tell us that we're within reason. But this earlier trend line that we're trying to follow, based on this one with the channel, that's not holding. But that was a channel that broke. If we go from bodies to bodies, we actually get something here, and we haven't really kind of touched the bottom of it. So I could see us coming down. But anyway, I look for broken trend lines. So if we were following, here's one. Here's a good example. This was the main trend line. After this one came out and did this, and then we got 2 touches, we got a trend line, and that breaks. And then when price breaks the bottom trend line we're following, well, then we start looking for a top trend line, and we follow that trend line, and then eventually we look for the breakout of it. And while we're doing that, the more advanced version of this is to follow the bottom trend line and see where we can find where these spaces kind of conjunct, like here and here, and those are some good areas to possibly look at front running this idea, this pattern, which has about a 72% chance to break out once it does its little stuff and gets its partial decline and all that stuff. I don't think she's anywhere near ready to break out yet from what I can see, but I could be wrong. Maybe it's a tawny one. Maybe it's a little bitty. Maybe it's like it's about the size of a Vienna sausage right there. Maybe it's one of those little, maybe it's a little shy. Maybe it packs a punch. I don't know. Maybe it's doing a partial decline here, but I wouldn't be surprised if we come down here. Over, this is the daily, so this would be over like the next, I don't know, week. But right now, we haven't lost an area yet, so we don't know. So but I would make a plan, because getting it here, I'd buy it. Actually, I will be if it gets there, because this is one of my spot margin plays. Let's come down to the 4 hour and see what she looks like. Lucy is below, the red line is below the 800. That is our Lucy line. That's why we got the Devil Girl for the little intro and everything, because she's coming into play right now on my system. I normally don't pay too much attention to her when she's below the 800, other than that sandbags us. And if we do come down to talk to her and she's below the 800, well, we can go below her. I'm just saying, it can happen, or maybe she will let us borrow her for support. So we need to see if we can lean on Lucy, the little devil girl right here, who loves to bust all of our bubbles and all of our hopes and dreams, that maybe she will let us pass. And so far, we're above the 800 now. Looks like we came down, talked to Lucy. She said, "Get away from me, you stink. You're not my type. Get away." And then we're able to get away from her. I don't know. Let's hope. All we can do is hope. We did make a lower low, so we got to be careful. Be cautious. The bigger things are sweet, though. I mean, really. How are you looking overall, though? The bigger time frame, so she's got some things to go through. Okay, so giving her a little bit of a range, a little bit of wiggle room through here over the next weeks. That's probably the smart thing to do. She's at what, $3 right now? She come down to $2.50 at some point. Maybe ups and downs, zigzagging through a little range through here. I think you gotta be patient with it. But for like a little perp or something like that, short-term trades, I think she's gonna be tricky to do like that. But for a little bit of a longer play and building up a bag or something like that, I think that'd be the easier one. All right, let's take a look at Avalanche. She got back to $19 or something. What is it, $19.34 right now? So Avalanche getting a little pullback from 2021. Broke her little trend line we were following. That doesn't, unless you got a weird count, Elliot. You got something, Elliot? Ah, hell no. He's out smoking a blunt. Okay, so I'm not liking this. I'll show you what I'm not liking. Is that we came down and we did our little bottom pattern guy here. Inverted head and shoulder idea that came up. Didn't really meet a target. Just came up, tried to retest that area, and okay, maybe it's just waiting. It is, in my rules, it has invalidated this inverted head and shoulders pattern. We are below this right shoulder, and so to me, this little guy is no longer valid, so we can't look at that. Now that makes me that doesn't happen all the time. We don't like it when it happens and stuff like that, but since this was kind of following Total 3, and now it makes me want to kind of keep an eye on Total 3 and some other altcoins that might be in a similar situation. So this little guy, the Willy Booger, little booger got invalidated. So we don't know we got a bottom, so drawing a trend line is a little preemptive unless we can catch some other touches there. First touch I come to is here, and we're below that, so we ain't got nothing yet on this direction. Our only direction that we do have a little something would be on the daily here. But you know, when we said we break this trend line, we start looking at the top ones, right? And we go in this direction. So we got one of these little guys for a local pattern, the old bullish megaphone. It makes a partial decline. It could be trying to do that right now as we speak before it breaks out. So we made a lower low from here, but we haven't made a lower low from here. And we actually came down and respected that right here. I'm trying to blow this little guy up. I mean, not like literal, I mean like enlarge him. Let's make sure, did we? We might have actually went pennies below it. Might have, but we did respect it twice over here, so there's a chance this might hold. I know some people are going to be looking for a top reversal pattern, but we're not at a top. We're not at a top for that pattern. So I wouldn't interpret it as that particular pattern. I would be looking for something else, like maybe there's a scallop thing happening here. There is a little bit of a roundingness going on there. Maybe we got something like that. Maybe there's another little local pattern if you're trying to look at patterns, but you always got your levels. You always got your fibs. And that's what I would like to do. I would like to zoom out a little bit, pull my fibs, because we always like to play with the fibs. And I measure this. And I know $24, I got to get there. I got to get me some so that we can get up to 30. So I just want to mark out all of that. And I know we need to get above 35 eventually too, because we got a lot of work to catch up on. We lost a trend line here, baby. I don't think it looks bad. I think it looks like it's trying to respect this. And until it doesn't, shows me some signs different, I'm going to lean with that's probably what it's trying to do, is do a partial decline for this. If it doesn't respect this partial decline, well, then it comes down to trying to touch this trend line somewhere. As close as we can draw it to it. And we can pull our fib. Because I pull my fibs. And here we are to 618. Need to hold it. That's a great one. You flirting with not doing it. If we do drop, our first area looks at 786. And that's a great area to catch. And most likely that is where we would catch. I don't see this as doing an 886 retracement for what we got. I might be wrong. What did you give us over here? You gave us that. Okay. Trying to say we got some weird harmonic shit going on. Okay. So could 1726 happen? It could. I mean, I would prepare for a possibility, but it could also possibly just catch here. We want to see if we get something bullishly coming over here. Coming to the 4 hour, we'll get some more juicy gossip here, and you know, she's still working through some trauma here. Nice little bottom scallop, that could be a good sign. Until we lose this gray line here, until we go below 1849, I wouldn't sweat it too much. I think we still got hopium to jump into this big old red cloud and try to work our way out. What's up, Strega? Brave expands. Good to see ya. Anita Cho. Give me a bear. Do we need the bear out? Where is the little bear? We could get a little Doge out, and the little bear can dance now. He's got some moves. He's got the beat. I like the bear. He's a good dancer. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've been going for about an hour and 15. Is there anything that we should address or talk about? We were talking about Buckazoids a little bit. We were trying to get Grok to cooperate and tell me in the pirate style, and then I even tried a flapper style, which I don't even know if I can pull that off. But there was something about Buckazoids that came up on Grok. And I also put it up over here. I don't know what Buckazoids is. We're gonna take a look at it. It's dropped. It's cheaper than what it was last night when we were talking about it, because it was probably somewhere over here. Everybody was chasing it and everything else. So now you got an opportunity to maybe look at it if you're interested. It's a pump. Okay, I see the contract. It's a pump.fund thing. So I'm a little skittish on some of those. I know it's a platform, so we shouldn't just put them all in that category. Like a legitimate project could actually use it to try to launch, but usually it's got a reputation for rogue pools, kind of like Pancake Swap back in the last cycle, or Binance Chain. Solana's the new Binance Chain, seems like. Get started with Buckazoids. I don't know what it is. Buy Buckazoids. What is Buckazoids? Available on major exchanges. Mexique.io. Okay, so well. Buckazoids is the future. Buckazoids, built on Solana blockchain, quietly bridges worlds of classic gaming and cryptocurrency history. Originally featured as the fictional currency in Sierra's legendary Space Quest series, Buckazoids notably showcased Bitcoin decades before Bitcoin's creation. Huh. Rediscovered through a viral Reddit post in March 2025, Buckazoids quickly captivated both gaming and crypto enthusiasts worldwide. Okay. So we decided to go over to the pump.thumb and do a meme coin and throw up a web page. Okay. Well, okay. We did about the greatest discovery in crypto history. Welcome to the most groundbreaking revelation in the world of digital currency. We are excited to share what we believe to be one of the greatest discoveries in crypto history. A revelation that has reshaped our understanding of Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, and the future of digital currency. What? Okay, we're just going to cut through all the bull crap, and we're going to go talk to. Let's go talk to Grok. See if Grok is acting right tonight. Tell me what the deal is with Solana Buckazoids. What's up, man? Is this a scam or money grab? Or is there something to this? I need to know what kind of character should deliver this information, and I need to know that from you guys. What character should Grok be when we deliver this together? I'm going to give these guys a few minutes, and then we will come back to that. Right now, I'm going to go over to the chat while we wait. So says maybe an alien too. The king is green. Joe is doing dabs. Lucy on the Tootsie again. Is she still there? Lucy, are you still there? Okay. Sometimes I'll leave her up. I forget to do that. I'll leave her sitting up there. Sean voice? Do it in Sean's voice? Well, we can just let Sean do it, I guess. Jeez. All right, well. Tell me like a true Appalachian American. Wearing overalls and tweaking a pig's nipples. A piglet's nipples. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me get Sean ready here. Give me just a moment if you don't mind. All right, that was the wrong one. Hey, Sean. You're needed out here, buddy. Where you want me? Just right here? Okay. In your seat? Your seats don't get as wet as mine do. I don't pee in my chair, Sean. Hey, man. Don't tell everybody that. All right, I'm ready. All right. Let me know when you turn the microphone on, okay? Check 1 2 1 2. Is this working? Is it working? It's working. All right, we're good. We're just waiting on you. Okay. Yeah, I just read that right. Okay. I got this. Holy crap! Look, I'm on TV. Look at my teeth and everything. Look at that. Hey, look, honey. I got honey. Honey, I'm on YouTube right now. Hey, everybody. All right, partner, this ain't with this Solana Buckazoids mess like we're out here in the holler sipping moonshine and tending to the hogs. I'm going to spin the yarn straight, so no fancy city slicker talk, just good old Appalachian truth. I'm sitting on the porch with a jug of sweet tea right and a piglet squealing under my fingers. I like the little pig teats. They're so cute. What's a one tarnation or Solana Buckazoids? Well, from a floating around on X, Buckazoids is a meme coin and a token living on that Solana blockchain, which is one of them high-speed crypto networks folks are hooting and hollering about. It's got a fixed supply of about 999 million tokens, and the folks pushing it claim it's community-driven, meaning no big shot developers or paid influencers are supposed to be behind it. They say it's growing organic, like, you know, a bunch of bullshit's what you usually put on organic. That's what we do here anyway. I got off the side. I read it. I'm reading. I'm back on it. They say it's growing organic, like a patch of wild ramps in the spring. What the hell's a ramp? Some even call it Bitcoin Rap Soul. It's like it's Bitcoin and Solana had a love child, but with a community of dreamers backing it. It sounds pretty, don't it? Like a fresh baked cornbread straight from the skillet. Oh man, I love cornbread. Ooh, put that in that old glass of buttermilk like old grandpa used to do. Eat cornbread and buttermilk. Yeah, I had the big thing back then. But hold on to your horses, cause this is where the piglet starts squealing. Squeal, baby! This whole crypto world's slippier than a greased hog at a country fair. Hey, man. The little bastards are hard to catch. I'm telling you, they get all over you. Solana's got a reputation for being a hotbed for meme coins, and a heap of them. Near 99% by some reckoning turned out to be scams, pump and dumps, rug pulls. And that's when some no-good varmint hypes up a coin, gets folks to toss their hard-earned cash, and then yanks the rug out, leaving you nothing but a broke wallet and a broke heart. Soldus Labs, crypto watching outfit, said most of the tokens on Solana's Pump.Fund platform, where lots of these meme coins pop up, got scam written all over them. Sure does. Now, Buckazoids ain't got much in the way of a clear paper trail. No official white paper. No big roadmap. No fancy website I can dig up with a quick poke around. That's a red flag bigger than a barn door right there. When a meme coin got no clear purpose or plan and it just riding on community vibes, it's like trusting a stranger to watch your steal while you're off in town. I did that one time. Plus, Solana's being tangled up in some other shady dealings too, like folks like Zach's XBT pointing fingers at scams moving money through Solana, among other chains, to launder ill-gotten funds. USA aid. I'm just saying. I don't know. Ain't saying Buckazoids ain't part of that, but it's swarming in the same muddy creek anyway, you know. Make me want to put on my tinfoil hat, actually. I want to switch hats. Now, on the flip side, some folks on X are crowing about Buckazoids like it's the next big thing, saying it's teaching them all about Bitcoin and getting ready to buy in. They're acting like it's a ticket to the moon. But that's just the kind of talk you hear around every meme coin campfire before it fizzled out. Could be there's something to it. Maybe Solana's a legit blockchain, and if Buckazoids catches the right breeze, it might ride the meme coin leg like the others have. But right now, it looks more like it's a pig in a poke than a big blue ribbon hog. My take, as a fella who'd rather trust a coon hound than trust a crypto hype man, proceed with caution, cousin. This ain't no guaranteed money grab, but it don't smell like a surefire scam neither. Just a risky bet. If you're fixing to toss some coins in, only use what you can afford to lose, like gambling on Rooster Fight Night. Check the community claims yourself, dig into the X post, and see if they're just blowing smoke. Me, I'd rather stick to tweaking piglet nipples, because it's fun, and then bet the farm on Buckazoids till there's more meat on them bones. And that's what we got for Buckazoids. And Sean is out. What? God damn it. Honey, you never guess what happened. I'm on the YouTube right now. Look. You want to do it? Oh, sorry. That means no. All right, I'm gone. Oh, that's two of me. Oh, you double the pleasure. Sure you didn't want to do it, honey? Change your mind? I'm trying. Okay. Sean, why is my chair wet? I got a little excited. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. It's just a little dribble. Don't worry about it. Oh, God, that's disgusting. It smells like pickles over here. My microphone smells like pickles. What the hell? Hey, we're back. Hey. Okay, that was just really weird. Trey weird. Whoever Trey is, he's very weird. You're a weirdo, Trey. No, I'm just kidding. Seems to be a popular term to throw around on crypto YouTube. Weirdo. Especially people that ask legitimate questions. Call them a weirdo. Ban them. So you don't have to answer a question. I'm learning all these algorithm tricks. I'm telling you, I'm trying to study all this stuff. I'm trying to learn from these YouTubers how they work this thing. I've already learned how to make it look like you make more money than you really do trading. You got to have it helps to have a trading group, and I learned how to not talk about your trades and how to just kind of, even if you accidentally post it up, you just keep talking about all the wins you got, and that's all anybody remembers you talking about. That's what I'm learning here on YouTube. I'm studying hard too. All right, Sean, don't mess this up. Sean messes everything. God bless him. Don't mean to be negative on Sean. He's got his good points and everything too. But there's him with a tinfoil hat. Yeah, Sean Twang. One day that tinfoil hat will be at a crypto museum. Maybe you'll go right beside Hecklefishes. You guys watch the Y-Files? You guys ever watch that? You guys ever heard of the Y-Files? If you haven't, man, you're missing one of the best show, one of the best channels on YouTube. Man, it's not crypto related, but they go over some really cool stuff. The Wi-Fi's, you gotta check them out if you're into all this kind of stuff, because the guy does it so well. He just delivers it so well, and then, you know, if he can debunk something, he does. This is really cool. That's one of my favorite channels to watch. We gotta back this up and keep my other stuff over here. Squirrel. All right, so we're not getting big coin requests, but you know, the market's just doing what the market does, right? I don't blame you. Not much to say. Oh, dog, did you go down a little bit? I need that one to go back to like 9 cents or better. Make daddy happy, get some more stacks, get some more Bitcoin with that guy. There was a nice sweet airdrop of that. I mean, sweet airdrop. Just for staking my stacks. If you get a chance on these new layer, like the new layer 2, especially something like Bitcoin. I mean, Ethereum's already done it. They already played that out, right? But there for a while, you could even do it there. But some of these early things, if you get in and stake, like the same thing with the Atom. I just last cycle, I just staked 100 Atom, and the benefits just from doing that alone, even though the coin sucks and still what $3-4 now, all the airdrops and all the opportunities that came through just doing that, totally well worth it. Not to mention the rewards that just have been piling up over the past 4 or 5 years. Just with that, I know, you know, through the bear market, but that's when it paid off. Actually, they were going back to those times to take their snapshots, and I happened to have it there and got rewarded for it. And then staking stacks qualified me so for Rune NFT drops, Dog, a bunch of other airdrops. Things just flow in those wallets all the time. Most of them are not worth anything, but every once in a while you get something that like, holy crap. I mean, that was nice. Probably one of the largest airdrops that I've seen, and I thought the Uniswap airdrop was pretty huge back in the day. I want to take a look at this coin called XCN because she's been moving. I'm going to look at it at KuCoin, and we probably have it charted. So we zoom out on this one. And we've talked about this one before, and where she's really juicy and really good gains, and of course did really good and then come all the way down and go through reaccumulation here. I think she's about played out on this, and she's ready to start rock and roll. So if you got bags of this, I hope you got them topped up, because in my personal opinion, it's a good place to make sure that it's topped up. If we lose this trend line for any bad reason, well, of course we'll have, but I think it's less likely for that to happen. I'm seeing this as a possible bear trap scenario, and we're starting to get this one's starting to move, in my personal opinion. And for it to get back up to even its previous all-time high from where it was, and let's say that's right at 5 cents. That's about another 250% gains to get all the way up there. To get to this 339 target, 3.3 cents target, 136% gains. And if you're looking at that, well, that don't sound like much, and maybe it's not, but if you've been in this for a while, then let's say if you're down here, then you're talking about, woo, baby, 1,600%, and you're still up already, 5x. It could turn into a lot more. So adding to those little backs can just make it grow that much more. That's my play. It doesn't have to be your play, but I thought I'd at least talk about it. Looks like we're getting a breakout here on the daily. That's pretty significant. All she's got to do is get above 16 cents, and she's at 14.6. Now you can wait conservatively to do that. You just missing about 10-11%, but at least you might have your conviction that it's about higher high and higher lows and ready to go and change the trend. Everybody's got their own style and way to enter. But XCN's starting to look good to me. Melis Williams, the Y-Files is awesome. I watch him once in a while. You're right, his show does. His show. He does his show very well. Yeah, he does. He's awesome. All right, Joe, tell me, are you going live tonight? Because it is 12 p.m. I wouldn't mind chilling and watching a little YouTube myself. Just to say. We're going to take another look at Bitcoin here. 1075. Might take it. Let's go over this chart. Yeah. Sweet. This is where I put out earlier in the group. I put that out before we got up to that target. Actually, I put it out. I forgot to put this line. I had to go back in and update it. Oh, that's where we met it. It was. Oh crap! Where was it? Now I can't find it through doing this. I mean, well, this is where it came up and nailed that target. A higher one, 109. I put you on here, dude. You're there, right? Am I tripping? First target hit. Oh, and I did an update on XCN over there too. We just took a look at that. Oh man, did I replace it? I didn't put it back. No, that wasn't it. Oh crap. Oh, here. Was it this one? Oh crap, I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure I put it on there. Here it is. Yeah. I posted it over here when we were here. Looking for 108.747. That to be our next area of resistance, and then an area above it if we can move past that. But this being a 786, that's just normal for us to come up there and get rejected, and then I would assume when we come back without pulling another fib, retesting this area that we just left there. And I think that's exactly where we're at right now. Yeah, pretty much. So, you know, just bouncing around, hanging out, that kind of thing. Just taking advantage of all the scary news in the market, you know, buy the blood in the streets, that kind of thing. Shake people out, get them to sell, and liquidate all the high leverage and all. Yeah, it's a typical day in Bitcoin. I can take this trend line now and put it over here and see that we got a little respect, and we came down here and to this area, and that's the new angle I'll be tracking now. Just always knowing that my previous one that I had will be a little resistance as we go up to it. So far, I'm not scared about Bitcoin. Remember, Monday, it's usually a false move Monday, and they pumped us up on a Monday, which I thought was just fabulous. And I'm like, who's falling for this? Who else falling for this? Is everybody falling for this? Everybody, because I don't know. I mean, after you've had your ass handed to you on Mondays for so many opportunities over the last 8 to 12 years, you're kind of like, yeah, I ain't effing around with Mondays. Yeah, you pumping, I'm selling. Yeah, I don't trust you on Monday. Mondays is a false move. Tuesday's usually where they typically set the direction for the week. And here we are at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we're in the Asia time frame. I think Sydney in Australia is starting to wind down here at 2 a.m., about 2 more hours. And Tokyo is open till 5 a.m., so about another 5 hours. And then we get those London bastards that are coming in about 3 hours, and they're the ones that start putting us in the direction, setting us up for whatever the U.S. is going to do. They come in and start taking us the direction they're going to be starting to set the direction, and then the U.S. is going to probably carry it and then end it or whatever for the day. Because usually by about noon, most of the time your trend is over with. They didn't do that today. They kept pumping and pumping and pumping after 12 o'clock. And I thought that was so interesting that I had to comment about it over here. And about it. Because that's an anomaly. That's not normal for a Monday. So it probably ain't gonna last. Where was it? I did put. Oh, I'm way past it. But I did mention that, or I was in the group a little bit today. Oh yeah, it was this one here. I was saying, still trying to pump after lunchtime, after 2 p.m. on a Monday. As I remember, Monday is considered a false move. Maybe, just maybe, they're playing head games with us and mixing things up a bit. But history suggests that tomorrow we'll see some sort of correction. Tuesday is the day that determines the direction for the trend of the week as a general guideline. Forget that, and you can get trapped easily for the rest of the week, and that's what they're trying to do, is trap you they're very good at doing that. They are very, very good at doing that. And so people that went to the flag to the upside over here, looking for that that looks shoulder head, right shoulder to the that bottom reversal pattern that has no business being talked about at the top. Yeah, they got stuck. Anybody trying to play that idea, and that's what they do. I would be very cautious at any kind of flag idea at a Fibonacci reversal area like a 618, especially a 786 or an 886. I'm just saying, a flag to the upside there's and you already got a trend that's been I mean, there's things that you put together and say this, looking to the left for resistance, and there's some things you can put together and say, hey, this flag's probably not the best, smartest idea. But if you're stuck on the 1 minute, you can't see all of that. And that's usually where those flags come out that I see that are shared on YouTube anyway. I just have to, I don't know why we always go there, but we do. That's what happened though, for real. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for hanging out with me, 15 people, and I'm going to check the chat. Joe, let's see what we're doing tonight, are we? I don't say if he said he's going live or not. If he does, I'll be there. If he's not. And Anita Joe says, I love it. Just got some more technical analysis. Going to 24.9x my holding. I don't know what we're talking about, but it sounds good. Answer me says, go Joe. Did I miss it? All right, guys, I'm going to the Instagram. I got some new music that I think I'm sharing over there if you guys want to stick around and hear it. Otherwise, I think we pretty much talked about the market. I don't see anything horrible at the moment. We're just doing what we do. And maybe tomorrow they might try to take us up, and maybe we'll try to knock out 109, 101 higher. It was looking like we might be trying to actually come up to these areas, and I don't know if we're going to go for a higher high. But to me, I'm still looking at us being in a range, and we can still tap 100,000 at some point over the next few weeks. So I wouldn't put that idea out of the picture just yet. To me, I don't see any signs that we're ready to come out of our range just yet. But on the bigger picture, when we do zoom out, the point that we're holding this red line that I've got drawn here is very significant to me. And the fact that we're making higher lows above it, I'm carefully watching the bigger time frames and the bigger picture that we were slowly trying to work our way through chop or whatever to knock out this higher high. And if we do that without breaking this guy, there could be a huge move. If we do break it, okay, maybe we come down a little bit lower. But right now, my daily Ichimoku cloud is saying they up to something, baby. They up to something. So don't trust them on the flush out moves just yet. 9 across the daily moving, the 21. The moving averages look great on the daily so far. The weekly is looking good. Things are looking good for Bitcoin, and we just got some bad news speaking the market right now. Even when you go over SPX, of course, all the news happened later. They'll probably wreck tomorrow, but they've been doing good too. There's a recovery. There's even thoughts of there being a possible short squeeze over here happening. If it happens for SPX or the Standard & Poor's and tech stocks and all that, it's more likely also going to happen for Bitcoin. So just some ideas to look at there, to think about. And here we are, total 3 over here, dump there, but nice green candle hanging out, and hopefully some red coming out. Bitcoin dominance. I think this week will be okay so far, but if I do see any bad signs, I'll definitely post it over in the Telegram group as soon as I wake up and find out about it and see it. I will put it over here, and we'll keep up to date on it. Thanks for hanging out, guys. And if Joe goes live, that's where I will be. Right now, we're going to the end screen. Say goodnight. Go into the chat for a little bit and listen to some tunes. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Appreciate you. And if you if you don't mind, if you haven't already, it would mean a lot to me if you could just...
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Bitcoin Elvis. I know. It's like on demand. Elvis, come here.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
It's Elvis on demand. On demand Elvis. That's so crazy. All right. I'll see you guys on the end screen. Looks like it's trying to make a move on the 6 minute. Looks like it's trying to.
A gorgeous setup like a diamond's gleam. Every candle hides a darker scheme. Signals murmur.
Joe says he's not going live tonight, going to rest.
But your instincts tell you hold it tight. Hold the line, don't take the bait. Wait for the trigger, don't hesitate. Almost fire burns, but you lose the game. Patience whispers, keep a flame.
Well, I guess I'll sit here and play a few tunes for anybody that wants to stick around and listen. These are some I just did today.
Baseline drops like a beating heart. Each charted move, a fragile art. Feel the rhythm, but stay your hand. In the stillness, find where you'll stand. A moment's impulse could steal it all, like chasing stars before they fall. Ride the wave, but know the shore. Fortune favors those who wait for more.
You chased the green in the midnight glow. Held your heart close but let your logic go. A lover's game with charts that climb and dive. But don't lose yourself trying to feel alive. Don't marry your trades, let the candle fade. The market's a siren with a price to be paid. Hold your soul steady when the FOMO calls. In the dance of the market, don't risk it all. She'll lure you in with promises so sweet, but volatility whispers lies at your feet. You can't buy love with a bullish streak. When emotions rule, your wallet gets weak. Don't marry your trades, let the candle fade. The market's a siren with a price to be paid. Hold your soul steady when the FOMO calls. In the dance of the market, don't risk it all. Step back, baby, take a breath and see. Not every high is your destiny. You're the captain, don't drown in her waves. Crypto love's fickle, but your heart can be saved. Don't marry your trades, let the candle fade. The market's a siren with a price to be paid. Hold your soul steady when the FOMO calls. In the dance of the market, don't risk it all.
Ooh, I feel that. I feel that. I feel that down in my soul. That's got some groove. That's got some truth in it. That got some alpha right there now. I sure can do some more of that. That was some good stuff right there.
I'm stacking my Satoshis, feeling so alive. No banking on me down, I'm ready to thrive. My bestie's got that blockchain, she's my shining star. Together we're unstoppable no matter where we are. No fees, no change, she's always by my
Oh my god, that just makes me want to dance. I just want to dance right now. I feel like dancing. Ooh.
From wallets to the moon, we're chasing the dream. My crypto bestie and me, we're the ultimate team.
We're besties.
Bitcoin's my bestie, my ride or die. Shining like diamonds in a crypto sky. No middleman can stop us, we're breaking the mold. Me and my crypto, we're fearless and bold. Oh, Bitcoin's my bestie. Oh, forever my bestie.
Ooh, that would be a good title. I like that.
I'm living my truth. Cold wallet, hot dreams. We're bulletproof. She's got that rebel spark. No one can compare. Oh, Bitcoin's my bestie. We're a perfect pair. Bitcoin's my bestie. My ride or die. Shining like diamonds in a crypto sky. The middleman can stop us. We're breaking the mold. Me and my crypto, we're fearless and bold. Oh, Bitcoin's my bestie. Oh, forever my bestie. Working late 'cause I'm a holder. My bestie's got my heart, she's taking me over. Oh, Bitcoin's my bestie, my digital heart. Oh, Bitcoin's my bestie. Oh, forever my bestie. Oh, Bitcoin's my bestie. Oh, forever my bestie.
Trapped in bad dreams, oh, Bitcoin. Market crash, my coins went low. So too soon I lost my way. Bad dreams shake my soul. Bad dreams, bad dreams, Foremost things I chase, the spark, chase. Hold on, now I see the moon, see. Bad dreams shake my soul. Market twist, they steal my sleep. Rise again, my gains to keep. Bad dreams.
drips, you know it does. Teased it if I played the game. Hold it slow, I stack so fine. I built my wealth by fine, fine. I built my wealth by brick by brick. Moon so high, my coins allure. I built my wealth by brick by brick. God's freedom is my spark. I built my wealth by brick by brick. Doubt is freedom is my spark. I built my wealth by brick by brick. Doubt is freedom is my spark. I built my wealth by brick by brick. Doubt is freedom is my spark.
Should I release this one?
My wallets are I built my wealth by brick by brick.
Should this be the next single?
Never not that big, it's me. The bars to me and I just lazy. Some your future is get clean. Wanna know is generous. I built my wealth by brick by brick. Moon so high, my coins are low. I built my wealth by brick by brick. Doubt is freedom.
That's the feedback I'm looking for, Ave. Thank you very much, my man.
I built my wealth by brick by brick. Doubt is freedom is my spark. I built my wealth by brick by brick. Doubt is freedom is my spark. I built my wealth by brick by brick. Doubt is freedom is my spark. Now I shine, my wallets are. I built my wealth by brick by brick. In the market, the rhythm's wild and free. Crypto dreams, they're calling out to me. I set my limit, just 1 or 2%. Won't let the chaos break my confidence. With a stop loss, I shield my heart tonight. Won't burn out in the moon's electric light. Plan in my pocket, I'm ready to roll. Dancing with risk, but I'm in control. Fuego! Oh, emotions that try to pull me down. Fear and greed, but I won't lose my crown. Strong like the sun, I'll rise and shine. Discipline's my love, it's my lifeline. Fire in the market, it burns in my soul. I dance with the waves, but I keep control. I carve my path.
I'm craving some Shakira tonight. I'm kind of hungry.
Victory's mine. Fire in the market. I'm the one who sparks it. Oh, sparks. Price is soaring. The world's caught in a chase. But my cool head keeps me in my place. I dodge the hype, won't follow the crowd. My strategy's my heart, I'm standing proud. Volatility's a beat, it's a salsa sway. I move my feet passion flows. Yeah, with discipline I'm unstoppable. I'm in control. Fuego.
All right, boys and squirrels, ladies and girls. Wait a minute, that didn't come out. That came out totally wrong. Obviously, says release that one too. As catchy as. Did I thought I did. I may not have. I may not have met that one. But that's what I'm getting ready to do. I'm going to go release 2 singles here in just a few minutes. They'll show up on YouTube and Spotify here and over the next hours and days. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. Be careful in the market. It's going to be a little bit shaky and everything. Bitcoin hadn't quite made it past that area. I just think she's got another chance to try to do that. She may be coming back to retest this little guy. 107 2.8, you know, might come back down and try to do it that way, or just bounce off this too high. I don't know. I mean, but she's still got some. We can still get up there, babies. We can still get up there. All right, guys. See you tomorrow. See what we can update the group, and just be cautious. Just be cautious. But the market still looks good. This is the year that it all happens. So don't forget that. We'll go ahead and say good night, John boy. Good night.